Sweetie Pie, and I'm a little raspy because it's like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I wanted to do this Shop My Stash bare. I don't do very many videos with just my natural face because I think it looks odd on camera. Just no eyeshadow, no makeup, but this is me. This is me. All the acne and, you know, no eyebrows and, you know, all that good stuff. That's me. That is me. So I figured, you know what, let's do this Shop My Stash without makeup, and hopefully I won't get too many comments or anything, you know, later on. But yeah, guys, let's get into this Shop My Stash. I've already filmed what I'm picking out this week, and I got my kitty over here making some noise, so don't mind that. But yeah, if you guys would like to see what I used last week and how I enjoyed it, then yeah, stay tuned. Do not forget to go on my Instagram. I have... Oh, Bunny. Gosh, that's so cute. That just reminds me of Bunny. So don't forget to go on my Instagram. I do a ton of looks. I do look of the day every single day while I'm at work, so you guys can check me out. All the products that I'm reviewing, I talk about during the week, so you can kind of get a feel for that. But yeah, if you'd like to see what happened last week, then stay tuned. If you just want to skip to the brand new Shop My Stash, it's right there. Alright guys, let's get into. Do you guys ever get that raspy, harsh voice in the morning? I'm just watching. My cat is just doing a damn thing. Tigger! I'm gonna have to go get him. Okay, so, little side note. You can't really see him that well. He's on his hind legs right now. This is my love of my life, Tigger. We have 4 cats in my house, and Tigger is... He's gonna try and... He's got his tail here. Oh! Get down from there. All you see is cat fur. So, Tigger is a cat that I actually rescued from my dad's barn. His mother died, and he was left in the barn as an infant, and we actually ended up... He's literally sitting right by... You must see a bird. Yes, I think he does see a bird. He's like right out the window right now beside my camera. But we found him in a barn. And my dad said that there had been a kitten there for quite some time. And I was like, oh my gosh, really? I'm a lover of cats. We have 4 cats. What happened was we had 4 cats, and then Mama, our oldest cat, she was a little bit ill for a couple weeks, and then one day when we let her outside, she didn't come back. So I put up flyers and I did everything I could, and you know, our town is pretty small, but we never found her. So because we live out in the country, I don't know, there's a million possibilities, honestly. When your cat goes missing, or when an animal that you absolutely adore goes missing, something just breaks in your heart, and you just know that something terrible has happened. I like to think of it as maybe, you know, she didn't enjoy our house anymore because she was kind of a lone cat, but of course because we had 3 other cats, you know, that were in her family, because one was her brother and then the others were her babies. We thought, you know, oh, you know, they'll definitely get along. I think she was just more of a loner though. Anyways, she disappeared and she didn't come back, and so we were left with 3 cats. And when my dad said there was a kitten, I knew for a fact he was going to be part of our home. And sure enough, here he is. So he's literally just staring out the window right now. And I'm going to go on with Shop My Stash because that was a little story time. Anyway, so the first thing I want to talk about are the palettes that I used this week. The palettes I used were my brand new Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I used the heck out of this Lime Crime Venus palette. So pretty. I love these shades. I love these. The one that's like my most favorite is Rebirth, and it's this peachy shade. But honestly, I did some cool tone looks with this week. I did a bunch of warm tone looks with this. I love this palette. This is definitely a collector, staying in my collection. The next palette is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar. Now, There are quite a few shades in here that I have not used yet, but once, oh, what's he doing? He's trying to get down. Come here, sweetie. Hey, come here. It's okay. Come here. I love you. Oh, he's so cute. He's my baby. Do you know you're on camera right now? Do you know you're on camera? He's a fighter. He's a fighter. Like, he is a barn kitty a lot of the time. He can be very sweet, and he will sit on your lap and chill out, but he can also be a little mean. But anyway, so Too Faced Chocolate Bar, as I've got cat hairs all over me now. I haven't used quite a few of these shades. I've used all the mattes in here. This one, Cherry Cordial, so pretty. It has like some glitters in it. I don't know why they do this with matte eyeshadows, where they will put like glittery bits in it, because honestly the glittery bits don't show up. The real reason why I bought this, because it was 30% off and I had never tried any of the chocolate bar palettes. It's not super inspiring, although this Candied Violet, I really need to use this shade. I haven't even used it yet. And Marzipan was really beautiful. I haven't used Black Forest Truffle, which is this one. So Candied Violet and then Black Forest Truffle. Pretty colors, just haven't used them yet. So I think I'm going to just throw this back in this week, because it's a very good neutral palette. Like, if you're just looking for a quick let's go look, it's very good. That's not always my style, but okay. So we have a little something that I'd like to talk about. So I thought, in my mind, of course, that getting one of these little pill dispensers and putting all my Donny Eyes Cosmetics pigments in them would be awesome. Well, they kind of leaked a little bit. I think it got flipped over. So what I'm going to do is I'm still going to keep them in here, but I'm going to keep these in my Shop My Stash and, you know, just use them as much as I can, because I just feel like this is going to get really messy in my collection, because a lot of the time things get stood up. So yeah, that's just the thing about that. I would really like to get some full sizes of her premium shadows, and I definitely will, just when I start paying down my car loan. Another thing I kept in here is the Be a Light by Becca. I love this palette. I've used and used and used this, as you can see. I love it. The one thing I don't use as much is the blush, but it's still like, oh my gosh, that's such a pretty blush. It's still very pretty, but I find that it has a lot of sparkle, or not sparkle, it has a ton of shimmer. It would make it an amazing highlight. It would make an amazing highlight. But I find it's the same thing, kind of like the boxed blushes from Hard Candy. Now these ones are baked. I'm not really sure. These ones are domed, but I'm not really sure if these are baked products in the Be a Light. But it's just very shimmery. Very shimmery. So if you're looking for that like lit from within type of look, like you see how shimmery that is, it's going to be beautiful, and so is this. I like the bronzer and the blurring powder so much more than the blush. I've been gravitating towards those a little bit more. Alright, so the NYX Dewy Skin Mist, I loved it. I think that, you know, I'm not picky on setting sprays, honestly. I feel like this works pretty, do I want to say this? I think it works very similar to the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist. Sorry, you can deal with that. I did a review on the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Foundation. If you'd like to see what I thought of that, you can watch it. It's probably going to be up on my channel like the next video over, so subscribe. And yeah, I think that's really all I wanted to talk about today on Shop My Stash. There wasn't much else. Oh, I did use my NYX Metal palette one time. I don't know what it is, but something about this palette just does not make me want to use it. It just doesn't. The colors are pretty, and I used this color over here. It was beautiful. You can look at it on my Instagram. It was very pretty, but I'm just not inspired by these shades. I'm just not. Like, honestly, I would rather pick up the Lime Crime palette than this one any day. And this one's an all shimmer palette, which I do love. I love when they do all shimmer palettes, because then I can just grab like something like the Lime Crime, do my eyeshadows, and then put this on the lid. But I just, some stigma about this palette is telling me that I don't like it. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys had a wonderful, wonderful day, night, evening, all that good stuff. And yeah, let's go into Shop My Stash, which I did yesterday, but I'm going to put that clip in right now.
Alright guys, back to the desk. Today, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going for. I really have been into super, super dramatic eyes lately. I want to use my Too Faced palette a little more, and I don't know. I might put the Lime Crime palette back, but we'll see. I really love these shadows here, and I think, shall we go neutral this week? You know what, I'm going to pull out these shadows. They are the metallic shadows from, I'll turn my light on. Come here, light. There we go. They are the metallic shadows that I got from Mariposa. They're from a dollar store brand. So pretty though. So, so pretty. And I want to do a week of trying these magnetic eyelashes. I'm not sure if I'll do it this week, but we'll figure it out. I should do some other, let's do the Bad Gal Bang and the Superhero. I actually like mixing these two mascaras. I need to do that review soon. It's just has not been in my cards lately. For concealer, I do have the It Cosmetics concealer in there, but I want to throw in one that I don't. You know what? I never use this one. This is the Wet n Wild. I'm going to throw this in. It's a very nice concealer. It's just not full coverage. Then for my drawer of beautifulness, I'm going to throw in this purple one. I haven't used this one in a while. This is the Essence Metal Shocks. I have a whole video on these. This is the one in Total Eclipse. Super pretty. I'm not sure if you can see. It is purple with like so much shimmer in it. I love all these companies coming out with the new like glitter and glow formula type of deal. So totally excited for that. As for primer, I have my, you know what, I'm going to throw this Radiancy primer. I do want to use this up. It's a little bit like getting up there in age, and it is very pretty. I love Laura Mercier's primers. They have been great for me. Alright, so we're going up to brow products, of course, and I have pretty much found out I hate the micro brow from NYX. I really just don't like it. I'm going to use this Wet n Wild one. It's their retractable. It's their retractable eye pencil, and it's just, it looks like this. It's one of those like thinner teardrop shaped ones. I do like this because it has pigment in it, but I need a pomade and a powder to do my brows the way I love them. So of course I will throw in this Wet n Wild one. I am like so close to finishing this up. I'm trying to mix in the darker, but it's so dark. So dark. Alright, and then last but not least, I am going to throw in, you know what, I should throw in, I haven't used this Ka-Brow in so long. I want to try and use it some more, see if I even like it. And I'm also going to throw in this concealer. This is awesome. This is the CoverGirl Vitalist. I only like this for carving my brows out. As you can see, like it's kind of dirty. I'll wipe it off, don't worry. And then we will use that for carving our brows out this week. Let's go into drawer number 2. So I do want to keep the Becca palette in my rotation this week, so I'm going to just throw in, I should throw in a setting powder I haven't used a whole ton. This is the Cover FX. This is really high coverage, so I'm going to try and pick, it's a little bit yellow for me, but I do want to just use it up. It is good enough that I can wear it for work, no big deal. The bronzer in the Becca palette is so pretty right now, and I have my Project Pan bronzer, so I really want to use that up. As for blush, I think I'm going to I'm going to get out a palette for that, and I'm still working on the CoverGirl palettes for contour. Now, let's go in here for foundation. I'd like to try the Fenty Beauty foundation this week because it's been so hot. I want to see how well it works in the heat. It's a very like matte foundation, and I think if I put like some moisturizer on and really plump up my face, it is going to be great for this week. And the Cover FX powder, I won't have to use as much of it because that's pretty high coverage. Got it? Alright, let's go into highlights and a blush kit. I have everything kind of more organized in here now, and then I can actually see what I want to use. You know what? I'm going to use this one. This is the Urban Decay and Jean-Michel Basquiat. This is a beautiful palette. The blushes are beautiful. The highlight is gorgeous. This is a little warm for me, this Jawbone, but I use it. It looks great as long as you're not heavy-handed. And you're my tone, of course. And then for highlight, I want to grab a palette, I think. You know what? I'm going to go and get I'm going to use this Moonchild glow kit because Anastasia just came out with a new glow kit and I'm trying to tell myself that I don't need it. So I'm going to use this one, which is a little bit lighter version. But yeah, I don't need it. I don't need it. Okay, so let's go into this drawer. This is all my other highlights. I don't think I need anything out of here. Maybe I'll throw in the Make Me Glow Liquid by Essence. I do actually like it without putting powder on your face, like putting it on afterwards. Then for eyeshadows, I really don't want to pick too much, but I am going to pull out the Solar Flare. I had a lot of this planned. BH has another palette that is like this that has just come out. I want to use this one and even see if I'm going to love it like I did before. Alright guys, I think that is all for Shop My Stash this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it.